Hey guys, still there and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. It's episode 13, and before I started with the actual gameplay, I wanted to address the whole game in itself. I'm getting quite frustrated with all the crashes. Whenever I'm recording an episode, I talk for about 30 minutes and then I press end record. If the game somehow crashes in the middle of a recording, I can just ditch the whole recording, because the recording doesn't work anymore. The file somehow gets damaged. Now, I'm not the only one who's complaining about these. I've had people in the comments also say, yeah, I'm getting frequent crashes, it's really annoying, the game's unplayable like this. So I have just sent out an email to my contact at the studio and hoping that they're quickly going to come back to me, because it is really frustrating, these bugs and these crashes. Now, I'm keeping an eye on my task manager as we speak. The game currently is asking, or is using, 7 gigabytes of RAM. That's a lot of RAM. I mean, sure enough, I have plenty. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM on this PC. But between the game and Chrome that I have on in the background and various other programs and recording software and everything, I'm using 87% of my RAM memory, which might, at some point, just fail. The game might start demanding even more RAM and just completely crash. What I'm going to be doing specifically for this episode, because this is the 4th or even 5th time that I'm attempting to record episode 13, is I'm going to do it in small chunks. This shouldn't be noticeable to you, but if there are small continuity errors where I suddenly have the camera in a different position, that's why. Because it's more of a technical issue. I need to record this thing in apparently smaller chunks because the game just, I don't know, it just keeps crashing. Anyway, on to the gameplay. Previous episode, I had set up the line between New York City and Nashville and Tempe over here. And now I need to do some more of the infrastructure work, because right now the train line, sure enough, is there, but it's not operational yet. So let's go with the train tracks first. A couple of high-speed tracks so the trains can move from one track to the other, if need be. And I'll also set up the signaling. A couple of signals here, there. Still not the most ideal route here between these two lines, or between these two towns, but I think it's the best that I can offer at this point. And we should be approaching the station right about now. Yep, there it is. Alright, and over here I also want one of those switches. If it fits, that is. See, in one of the recordings I actually pulled this off, where I had this switch starting from just outside the station. And I could do it both ways. Yeah, no, not really. Come on, game. You've allowed me to do this at least sometime in the past. Let's not really complain about it too much now. There it is. Alright, signal stop there. Same thing here, but this will be far easier. Straight tracks, not a problem. Alright, wait till you enter the train station. Signals here, signals. Oh, that's 1, 2, there. 1, 2. That one's fine. 1, 2. 1, 2. And finally, 1. I also need to set up a... No, I don't need to set up a cross over there. Yeah, no, this is enough. Now, for the actual train lines, I'm going to go with 2 separate lines. In case you're wondering why, here's why. New York City Central, Nashville. This is going to be a pretty busy line. The other way probably won't be as busy from Nashville to Tempe. And that's why I don't want to send one long train going from this point to that point. Because if I have, for example, a train which transports 80 people and there's only 40 going from Nashville to Tempe and back, then I'm transporting 40 empty seats from here to there consistently. That's expensive and I don't want that. So this is going to be NYC to Nashville. And then from... Oh, didn't need to close all that. Nashville to Tempe, we're going to do another one. Just that. Nashville, Tempe. Alright, now the structure inside the towns itself. The Nashville-Tempe bus is going to completely disappear. I won't need that anymore because that's now part of the train's job. So let's get rid of the line as well. Nashville, Tempe. Line removed. I'm also going to remove the bus stop and start afresh. I hope that Tempe is going to continue to grow that way. Not so much this way, because then again I'll have problems with noise complaints and emissions. So let's hope that it's going to go in the other direction. Alright, new chunk of video. The game is now asking for almost 7,400 megabytes of RAM. I wonder when this is going to crash. Right, tram station. Let's make it a bigger one, because more often than not, multiple passengers are complaining that there is not enough service and or not enough room on the platform, and they just leave. I will need to be using a country road. No, not all that way. Country road here. Sorry, a town road here. Electric. Medium. And upgrade that. And this part can just be a countryside road. No and no. Upgrade that little segment. Hold up, now it's a... wrong button. Country roads. There. Okay. As for the growth, or predicted growth for Tempe, I want them to grow that way. So I'm going to try and motivate the town to go that way by setting up some stops over there. In-town roads, medium streets, no bus lanes, yes to tram tracks. All the way over there. And then there. And then via the beach. And then via this edge over here. And continue on there. And here. Make it a sort of large loop around the town. And we're going to go through the town in the first segment. Upgrade this. Tram tracks. That way, that way, that way. There. That should do. Now for the bus stops. This is going to be the first one. Next one right in the middle of town. Third one. Fourth one. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh-ish. Yeah, that should do. Because otherwise people can just take this tram and go back there. That should do it. Starting Tempe Central. There, there, there. And that one. Okay, so this is the Tempe tram counterclockwise. And then the other one around. Starting here, there, there. And that's the clockwise line. Yeah, seems to be doing correct. Tempe tram clockwise. Set up a tram station just opposite the tram stop over there. Tram depot, I should say. And let's go with first the Skoda 10Ts to see how much demand there's actually going to be. So this is going to go on the Tempe tram counterclockwise. And this one's going to go on the Tempe tram clockwise. Alright, that fixes that. People can move from here to the train station. And from the train station to Nashville. Speaking of Nashville. Nashville's connections, mostly stations, are bad. They really don't like the way that this is positioned. And I can't blame them, because the bus line that I have going through here is a mess. So I'm going to completely get rid of that. Get rid of that line. Nashville bus, delete. Also delete the bus stop here, and there, and there. That one I will keep, because that one is going to be required to get passengers to go from Nashville to, I think it was the south, to Santa Clara. Yep. The game is now asking for 7.5 gigabytes of RAM. This is going to crash really any time now. Alright, tram stops. Actually, no. City planning. How do I want the town to grow? This part is a bit of a mess. Oh dear. Auto-saving as well. Okay, the game is still running, but not by much, I think. I want to try and avoid these connections over here as much as possible, so I'll either go up or down. I think down might be the better choice. Just make a small tunnel underneath that road connection there. No, not like that. Underneath. And then we're going to... Whoa! Didn't tell you to build a quarry over there. And then we're going to resurface here. Connect that there. And I can make a small neighborhood road here. Without any tram tracks or anything. Whoa! No, no, no. Flat is good enough. See if I can make this a bit of a cul-de-sac, I believe the Americans call it. Making this a perfect roundabout, though, is not too easy. Alright, so that's where the tram's gonna go. Then, via the waterfront property, this road I'm gonna manually construct. Like that. And then through there, through here, I can connect these two together. And ideally, I would have... whoa, no, 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 we're not going to remove the train station. Ideally, I would have the truck/tram stop pretty closely connected to Nashville train station. And in order to make that happen, I can set up another small main building. It's just an entrance over there. Once that's in place, I can now use a medium street over here, and that connects it up. And now I can go with another tunnel underneath that entrance to town. Like that, and then up again here. This way, the entry to town via road here or road there is not going to be interrupted by the tram stations, or the tram lines. Alright, now the rest of the upgrades. Tram line, yes. That one is upgraded. Upgraded, upgraded. That was the new road that I put down. Alright, that should do it. Buildings. We're gonna start over there. We're gonna go here. This could be another nice little neighborhood next to the tools factory. I don't exactly know why you would want to live there, but you can. Then after that we're gonna go here. 2, please. Another 2 here. Another 2 over there. And another 2 in this neighborhood where nothing exists yet. And then finally there. Might be too many of them, but I'm really not paying a whole lot for those things, so why not? Nashville City Exchange, or Nashville Exchange. Stop 1, stop 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Nashville. Tram. Clockwise. Next up, starting here, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Done. Nashville, tram, counterclockwise. Okay, that's set up. Next segment of the video. We're now at 7.6 gigabytes of RAM currently in use. I really wonder when the thing's gonna crash. It's pretty much an inevitability at this point. Nashville. Nashville, Nashville tram counterclockwise. Nashville tram clockwise. I'm probably going to need at least 2 more trams on here, but we'll just see that as we go along. The Nashville Tempe bus, that service I think got cancelled. And the other one, New York Nashville bus, this one is going to get cancelled because I don't need that anymore. That's train domain. Nashville, New York City bus, delete. Now we only have 2 units or 2 lines using this. That's Nashville tram clockwise and counterclockwise. These 2 should do. Okay, over here in New York, let's see how good the connection to the station is. Right now people would have to walk around here and then to there. I can probably make their life a little easier. Let's make it a small side building here. And then if I make this station a little longer, that might make it also easier for the passengers and for the trams to turn around. And then a street access here, and that's immediately tied into the train station. So now passengers are gonna stop over here, walk over there to the train station, and they're off. Okay, and now comes the big spending. The train depot, not the tram depot, the train depot, and accompanying trains. That is going to get really quite expensive. Here like that, and the other way like this. In case you're wondering why, my trains are always running on the right side of the tracks. So this first line is tying into the line that goes left, or west if you will. The other line, coming out of the depot, ties into the east connection. So I can immediately tie my trains into the connection where they need to be. And I can also use this depot to set up vehicles on the line from here to west, to Tempe, because the train line is pretty damn similar. New York City, Nashville. Did I not set up the other one? No, I didn't. Here to there. And yep, these two are using the two different tracks. Nashville, Tempe. Alright. Time to open up the wallet and get some trains. Now I have a couple of different options. Starting out with just buying a locomotive. And preferably something electric. But these are expensive. These are 17 million. Alternatively, I could go with a multiple unit train, which is just 13 million. 81 passengers. And they transport them at almost 200 kph. The alternative is this, the Speedens Express. 102 people at 240. But man, that is 54 million. That is really, really nuts. I'll go with one of these. One from Nashville to Tempe. And for the moment, one from New York City to Nashville. And just see how effective those lines are going to run. Now, just to make sure that I have everything going, I have the New York City branch over here bringing tools to Nashville, so that works. The other one that's connecting over here is the New York tool supply. That goes through the tunnel and exits here and goes into Center Street. Let's have a look at these vehicles. How well or how poorly are these maintained? Maintenance very high. What's your emission rate currently? 74. The condition is bad, but that should be resolved pretty soon. Now, are the other vehicles any better? Cargo? These have an emission of 70, and these two have an emission of 70. The only difference is they're faster. Yeah, in that case I might as well replace them, because this is a pretty long drive. So let's just replace these and set those up with the tarpaulins. Done. The other one, same deal. Pretty long drive. Actually, it's a longer drive even. Manage vehicles, replace, tarpaulin. Okay, so that's those lines set up. I think we can hit play now and get to transporting some people. And we can see our first trains start to move out of the depot. That is, if the game's not going to completely crash on me, because the RAM usage just went up to 7.8 gigabytes. Train 1. Do you have any good apology why you're not moving? Any good excuse? I don't think so. In case you're wondering about the rest of my machine, my specs, 16 gigabytes of RAM, as I mentioned. I'm running a Ryzen 80, or sorry, was it a Ryzen 2600, a Ryzen 5 CPU, and a GeForce 980 Ti GTX for a graphics card. Alright, train 1 is taking its sweet time getting up to speed. 51, 52, 53. There we go. It is speeding up, albeit slowly. Oh wow, passengers. 30 waiting to go to Tempe already. That's good stuff. How about the rest? Whoa. Whoa. There's a lot of clockwise transfers waiting to go from Washington Street to what might be the station. So immediately I can add at least one tram over here. And probably just a bigger one. Although these are slightly faster. But why is that relevant? Because trams don't do 70 kph in the cities. The medium streets have a speed limit of 60. Alright, what I can do is immediately replace this one. The clockwise one. Replace and use the Cobra. And add another Cobra. Manage vehicles, clone. Okay, how about the other line? Clockwise line, the counterclockwise line is not seeing as much traffic. Oh, never mind, there it is. It is in fact seeing quite a bit of traffic. Alright, for this one I'm going to go with the Cobra as well, but just the one. Alright, the train towards Tempe is departing. 30 people on board already. Over here, no one yet, because that's the tram's fault, if you will. 82? Man, I'm gonna need a lot more trams on here. Replace that. And there's another one. Manage vehicles. Replace Cobra 5/6. Add another one. Especially to the counterclockwise line. The counterclockwise... hold on, is that correct? Yes, that is correct. That is the counterclockwise line. I'm gonna need another one. Fast. Because otherwise all of these passengers are going to waste. 87 of them. That's going to get busy. Tempe currently at 269. Nashville... They're still saying it has mediocre stations. I wonder why. I wonder how I can lift this up out of the mud. How's New York? 48. It's not too bad. We got train 2 on the move. And it's about to hit New York City Central. That's near the airport. With a whole 1 passenger aboard. Perfect. Do you even need to be here, sir? No. Okay, then let's keep going. Let's let the game run for a bit. Seeing whether it either crashes or starts making some money. RAM usage is now almost 8... Yeah, it's more than 8 gigabytes at this point. That's nuts. I hope they can optimize this a bit more, because this is getting out of hand. 78 out of 81. Nice stuff. So where are these people going to go? Are they going to get off at the airport? Because this is replacing the bus connection. Ching. Yep, about half of them got off. So about half of them we should be able to see... Yep, moving towards the airport. Nice. So the airlines are also still operational. 40 people waiting to go to New York. And the other one only has 10. It's going to take quite a bit of optimization to get all of these lines running properly. Let me guess, that's the counterclockwise line. Yeah, here's the other counterclockwise. Over here, they're still very, very unoccupied. They're very empty because this area is just Well, there's nothing there, but the game is building. And then you get to the middle of town, and that's where everybody piles onto the tram. Alright, this train departs. 53 people of 81 waiting in the train. And another 46 and 32 waiting. There's 59 waiting here for the counterclockwise. Whoa. That's a lot more people than I was expecting. This is the last leg of their journey, just from Cherry Street to the train station. And apparently they're too lazy to walk. Or so it would seem. Yeah, this thing is completely full. 45 passengers on board. The tram almost seems to be a little bit too long for the train station, or for the tram station. Hold up. I can fix that. Passengers. Just delete this turn. Configure the station again. More passengers. Oh, that won't fit. That won't fit. There. Hopefully that's going to make it a little easier to space out all the passengers on those on the platforms. Here comes another tram, full, 45 passengers on. I don't like the way that these things are set up. This one should be using the other depot, or the other terminal. I want you to use terminal 2, and I want you to use terminal 1. See, this makes much more sense, instead of having those weird turnarounds. This one's currently... Yep, it's leaving. And the other one, counterclockwise, yes. Clockwise, yes. That's what I want to see. That's better. Lots of people waiting. 149? Oh my. That's not exactly what I was expecting here. Nearly. Oh, look at that. Quality. Very good. All the stations inside of Nashville are being serviced. All the stops here and there. And with that, people are once again happy with the quality of transport. Now, something I haven't checked in with a whole episode. I had that bug again where the thing kept going to the right. Poor emissions. So it's probably still part of the trucks. Oh, right. See, this is what happens when you record episodes several different times. You think that you've already done stuff. And then it turns out you haven't. Because what I've done in one of my recordings that failed is dug a big tunnel underneath New York to make sure that the crude line doesn't transfer through New York anymore. And that saves the town a whole bunch of freight units. So let's set that up. Alright, time to start digging. I want to make a big tunnel underneath New York. And exiting about here. So let's say I have another roadside connection over there. And then we're going to start digging. It's going to be a country road. We might have to make a bit of a weird turn here. Dig, dig, dig. Oh, the game is so close to crashing here. It seems like the longer you make this thing, the more likely it is to crash. Maybe that's part of the problem. I don't need to dig my way to China. No, 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 no. Stay down there. That's a million, I don't mind that. Now I'm colliding with something. Okay, now I need to find a way up. Sort of. Up, up, up. Up. Whoa! Look at the excavations that they're doing there. That's ambitious. I am set to go apparently almost vertically up, but it's not connecting anywhere. I think the tunnel is now way too deep. Where's the tunnel? There's the tunnel. And there. And here. Maybe I can start moving up gently over here. Not that fast. That would do. And then connect it here. Click. Okay, now I have found... Oh, never mind. They automatically use it. Previously I had to set up additional waypoints to make sure that the trucks would not go through the main road, but now they automatically do take the tunnel. So what happens now, the New York crude line, which I believe my maintenance was already set to very high, but still, these things cause emissions, so they make noise. They're going to move away from here and dive into the tunnel. That's the line you can see underground there, and only come up once they have cleared the whole of New York. That should save them quite a bit of transport, quite a bit of noise. And there is one line that is going through New York, and that's New York Fuel. I'm afraid that there's not a whole lot that I can do to avoid this place, because this is where I need to drop off my fuel. Or actually not exactly. Not exactly. I need to drop it off over here. So I need to set up a cargo truck stop. Well, let's say about there. How much do you cover? Yeah, pretty much all of it. Okay, that is New York Fuel. New York Fuel. And it takes Dogwood Street. Perfect. That saves them from going right past these skyscrapers. And over here... Well, since I'm spending money anyway, I might as well continue. Dig, dig, dig. Surface here. And add another roadside connection there. And then dig, dig, dig. And hook it up. There. New York Fuel, what are you doing? There we go. They're moving along the tunnel over there and only surfacing at New York North, bringing their oil there, picking up fuel and going through Dogwood Street and back. Hopefully that's going to save me a bit more noise. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end the episode. I hope that these lines are going to run profitable. I think they are. Yeah, New York City to Nashville is profitable by 500,000. And Nashville Tempe is currently negative. Maybe if I add a few more trams over here or just let the town grow, that's going to change. But for now, at least I have a working roadside or train connection. For the moment. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I shall catch you guys on episode 14. Hopefully with fewer crashes.